Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Friday. The markets were slammed today. I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's here with me. I had received about 50-ish new subscribers last night alone, so thank you. I appreciate it. I see you all. Welcome to the channel. Thank you to my longtime subscribers. You all are what makes this channel what it is. So thank you. So at one point we seen that the Dow was down over 800 points today. It was going to close out in a bear market. It did rally back and close down at over 486.27. Gold closed down at 1,600 and some change, and silver closed down at 1911. That doesn't discourage me. You should always buy in the dip, and so I will be buying a little more over the weekend. The structural side to the economy is that we have excessive debt from all sectors, from people sector, private sector, government sector, right? That is suppressing the economic growth. Our Q2 was down in the 15%. Q3, we're down 21%. The economy is going to de-accelerate at this point. The Feds have no choice but to continue to raise interest rates. It's actually, my opinion, and I don't give financial advice on here, it's not going to do any good because we have an administration that continues to print and send money to other countries, right? So the normal way, as I said in my previous video, is to curb inflation. You have to raise interest rates at least 1% over the current inflation. So we all know that 8.3 is a bogus number. We're more like 15 to 20%, all right, when you factor in everything. So let's just use their numbers for an example. So you would have to raise the interest rates 1% over the 8.3, all right? We are nowhere near that. Right now, 1 year ago today, we were giving 2.88 on a 30-year fixed. Today, we're looking at about 6.29, 6.3 on average, right? So these interest rate prices are being passed on to home builders. They're being passed on to investors. So what does that mean? That means that the price of everything is going up. So as a landlord, you're going to have to raise your rent, right, to combat the inflation. I don't know how many people can afford $3,000 and $4,000 a month rent for a one-bedroom little tiny apartment right now, when they say that 50% of the U.S. population doesn't even have $1,000 of savings. That is sad. That is heartbreaking. I do not give any financial advice on here, but I'm just telling you what I do. I take my money, my fiat currency, and I purchase tangible assets, gold, silver. I try to think of things. I'm sorry, it's trash day here. I can't help that. This is my second time filming this. I thought I was recording it earlier, and I wasn't. But anyway, so anything that I purchase, I research on. U.S. home sales have dropped for the 7th consecutive month. When the housing market goes, you can pretty much say everything is done at this point. I would be looking over this weekend and going over your portfolios. 401s are really taking a beating. I personally, I don't have one, and I wouldn't have one. They have been saying since I was a kid that your Social Security benefits, by the time I was able to retire, will not be available. So don't plan on having a Social Security, if you are in a certain age group, right? Because it won't be around. So, your retirement fund, your pensions, don't bank on that to, sustain your lifestyle. I mean, I understand everybody is not in a harsh, dire strait, but like I said, when we have 50% of the economy that basically doesn't have $1,000 in savings, so everything is really being hit hard. Like I said, again, the Feds, they cannot stimulate the economy and they can't ease the economy. The only thing that they're going to do is continue to up the rates and hope that it does some help, which we know it's not, because our administration is not going to stop printing. So I have recorded this so many times that my mind is just drawing a blank. There will be a couple articles down below basically talking about how the 2023 is going to be worse than 2022. So as I always say, prep, prepare, stack, repeat. That goes for all food, water, medical, precious metals, assets, because you're really going to need them going. People have different opinions on precious metals. The reason I purchase is I'm taking my fiat currency, which is devaluing every day, and I'm taking it into gold and silver, because I know for that gold and silver for 5,000 years has never been worth zero, and it will never be worth zero. Transferring your wealth to the next paradigm. So that's what that is. The bankers used to reset their books. They use gold. So JP Morgan, they were one of the biggest stockpilers of silver, more ounces time than I think anybody else. So it tells you something. Watch what they do, right? Don't do what they say, just watch what they do and do what they do. So that's why I continue to hold precious metals. They will never, the longer you hold them, they will go up. Silver has been downplayed for so long. When the dollar does crash, it's gonna skyrocket. I'm a firm believer on that. Again, I don't give financial advice. I'm just saying that's what I've learned, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. You've got to keep watching on the euro, because if the euro falls, the dollar is right behind it, and Europe's in a bad position, just like the US is right now. So take this time over the weekend, get your portfolios in line, do what you can. I know people, things aren't looking good, and they're not going to look good anytime soon. So inflation is here to stay, high prices, gas prices. You know, when, like I said, when Biden is sending our oil reserves over to China, that hurts. You know, that hurts the people. I'm pretty sure that's against the law. I don't know that you know, the policies on that, but I'm pretty sure it is against the law, just from what I've heard. So I'm just going to close it out today, because this camera is battery's about ready to die from filming it already 2 times prior. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thank you all so much for being here. Please leave your comments down below. We all learn from one another. And until next time, take care and God bless.